Hello, good afternoon. I'm delighted to be here to share with you my experience of SERV and what it meant to me and what I was able to do, and listen to everybody here this morning, how much my presentation I was upside down after listening to Mark from Belgium and Morris then from Kerry. I got involved in the energy side prior to SERV, and I had done some small amounts of renovations myself, but it didn't get me anywhere. So I got involved on the second step of the SERV project, and I decided to do some work on the house. First of all, the house was built in 1973. Very little insulation in it. So the question I had to ask myself is, what was I going to do? And really, I suppose the first point, you can see over here on the right, in the red, the questions you need to know is the information, the BER rating. I had an opportunity, one of the guys working with me had a thermographic camera. Now it wasn't very good, but it showed me where my losses were, and then I was looking at value for money. I went over and I spoke with, at the meeting was Paul Kenny, and he kind of directed me towards what I needed to do. So here we go, I think. So my BER rating before I started was an F. So what was it, 380 kilowatts per meter squared per year. And I was disappointed because I had some double glazing in. Not at all. I had some insulation in the attic, but I honestly didn't think I was going to be at an F. So when I when I upgraded, you can see, before I go on to that, you can see the windows here. You can see the thermal bridge in here, around here. This was a double glazed window. You can see the thermal bridging out here. So that was all before I upgraded the house. So I haven't got the second part of it because the guy hasn't come around it yet, and I'm looking for a nice frosty night. But at least I had this as a starting point before I did all the work. You can see I didn't change my front door because I suppose a front door to a house is a feature. It's more than an energy saving device. The wife, there was a little bit of this and that about it, so I needed to find a door that looked well and performed for me. So and you can also see down on the bottom here, oh sugar, I'm not used to this lead. Down on the bottom here you can see where there was no insulation. Do you see that there? Look, and really an awful lot there. You can see 11.7 up there, but 14 down there. And it was actually 2 degrees outside, or very close to 0. So after doing that, I got my BER went up to a C1. So I was thrilled after spending that few bob. And what I've learned through people at the meetings, as Seamus said, whatever was going on, I was involved because I suppose every time I went to a meeting, I came out upside down because I had certain ideas in my head. And even today now, after listening to Mark, I wonder now again, because the household, you know, dealing with teenagers, the teenagers are gone. The tumble dryer is off, the showers are not half hours anymore, and the fridge is closed. So, I mean, there are changes that have happened in my house. And when I was speaking with Michael Bell when he called, I mean, he did a whole review of my household and trends, but I'm sure they're all upside down now again. So this is my front door. I spent a fortune on the front door. Now, and I tell you why, because I went and I think it looks okay. I got the quadruple glazing put in it. It had a U value of 0.65. So I said, there's no point in me putting in a decent door like that in without doing what Morris was talking about this morning, the passive house. And really what I did a course on Sega, on the Sega tapes, cost me €50. I got enough stuff off of Sega to tape the door. And then I got the local contractor to put 100 mil of insulation here to stop the thermal bridge. You can see that's a straight wall going inside. So the thermal bridge is gone. I had a thermal bridge here always, and that's gone. Well, it's not gone. I could only put 60 mil there. And then with the tapes, and then I didn't build a house. And up here, my son's bedroom, there was no insulation whatsoever. So after putting in about 200 mil of insulation there, that room was always cold. I didn't know why, but it was just up underneath there. And okay, the only downfall in all this was also that my windowsills were all cast. All this is cast, the whole lot. And now upstairs in my bedroom, after doing all the insulation, my thermal bridge is over the windows, and I haven't done anything with that. So I suppose, where am I now? That's the rating of the window. My solar gain was only, what was it, 0.36. So I lost out on that, but it didn't really matter. It was north face, 2 windows north facing on the door is what I changed. So I put in the stove. She's delighted with the stove. I didn't think I'd be lighting it because I had such a good job done on the heating and the controls. But that's it. But I'd like to thank Michael and Seamus and Paul for all the work and the effort and the putting up with me. So thank you very much. Okay.